Welcome back to Weekend Movie Bros, where we're watching a killer doll. Not my favorite killer doll, but the one that you can get to. Ironically, if you want to watch an amazing television series with a killer doll and you like Megan, season one of Chucky is available to watch on Peacock. Where if you're
Only
watching
season
this
one.
with only season one, sad for them.
Oh,
Yeah, season two was where they really found their ground with that, but
they
that's
really did.
not here nor there with me. I like season one as it was coming out. It just took a little too long, episode 8, to really show its cards.
Wrong doll, Jacob. Wrong doll.
But either way, jumping off of we're gonna talk about Megan. Megan Unrated. If you're watching the unrated version, it's like 30 seconds shorter or something like that. So technically, you could probably watch the PG-13 with us and just be fine. Um,
So in our reaction, if you see our faces go, it's something unrated, so you wouldn't know the difference.
yeah, it. From what I understand, it's just more violent, which is what I was expecting. Maybe one or two more curse words. Like if Megan, oh my god. Sorry, I can't. I've seen the movie. Zachary hasn't seen the movie.
This will be my second 2023 film of the
Oh,
for this year.
really?
Yeah. Well, no,
This
third, because I've seen Cocaine Bear, the Ant Man, and now this.
fourth? Oh, I guess Puss in Boots came out last year. Never mind. I take it back. This
But Sunday I
is.
will rectify it.
I've seen Megan, Ant Man and the Lost, Quantumania, Cocaine Bear.
What a weird what a weird three way.
I want to say there's another one I saw as well. I've seen a few streaming things. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of as well that have come out in 2023. My
I'm
next
planning on seeing
movie will
Creed
be
3 on Sunday.
I have to watch Creed 1 and Creed 2, which are available on HBO Max, maybe out there. And I will definitely be seeing Creed 3. How could I not? Those beautiful men deserve my eyes.
Yeah, the boxing. That's what Jacob's going for is the boxing. The boxing.
Yeah, I mean, they're shirtless in it, so I am going for the boxing. He is not wrong. All right, well,
Any
Megan is written by the same writers as another movie that we reacted to called Malignant, um, which was phenomenal. So Zachary, get that vibe, going into it.
hell
Um,
yeah.
James Wan decided let's bring back the 90s and we're going to do it a little different. He made his own serial killer with Malignant, and now he made his own doll. So I'm curious to see if he's going to make his own nightmare next. It's a whole variety he could go into.
If we hear from Blumhouse and Atomic Man Thanksgiving Day, I'm like, okay, James, you're taking it a little too far with now with a specific holiday movie. Bring it down a little bit. What's your killer in there? A turkey
I'd
named
watch that.
Miles.
I would watch Turkey murdering people. But that
And it starts a
turkey
deep war between him, a brother, and a sister.
has to be extremely well animated, like extremely like Cocaine Bear level of like cuteness with a knife.
No, for me, I say go cheesier all the way. Make it a puppet.
No, oh, I wouldn't watch it.
I would.
I
I think
I,
that'd be
I would
fun.
be. All right. Well, either way, we're gonna watch Megan. It is
Yeah.
unrated. Like I said, I have seen it. I've only seen it once though, and I've never seen the unrated version. So I'm sure there's things in here that are going to shock. There's one particular scene I keep talking about to Zachary that I'm really excited. I really hope we get to see the opposite end of, because I only got to see the part of it.
So before we go into the unrated cut, Jacob, Jacob, what did you think of Megan as a whole?
I loved it. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 when I initially saw it. Um, I always mention it in all my reviews. If you're following me over on TikTok or anything like that, I always mention I'm always on a high coming out of a movie theater. So, like in reality, I gave
Wonder Woman
Cocaine,
84.
huh?
Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, truly is. I gave Cocaine Bear on initial reaction a 5. I loved it from minute one to the end. I just thought it was an absolute perfect film. On its
Reflecting,
reflection, it's more like a 4.25. I had some major problems with it that I didn't realize until reflection, and so you have
still a
to
good movie
adjust
though.
your scale. Still a great movie. Could not recommend more. If you're looking
It's so
for
good.
a shocking time. I truly, there was a whole, this is once again raw subject, but there's a whole moment in that movie where I could not stop laughing because I couldn't believe what was going on screen. Not
Doesn't
because I thought it
involve
was,
the bear laying down.
no, it does not involve the bear laying down. It
That's what
involves,
got me.
no, it involves the bear running.
Exactly what you're talking about.
The entire sequence, which goes on for like 10 to 15 minutes, was just
It's
one
nuts.
shocking ass time. From the person being inside the closet all the way to where we end up. Shocking. That movie was
So
also ultra violent, which I was also
yes.
not shocking. Like I was also very shocked by it. It went much
Really?
further in the gore than I thought it was going to. Yes. Yes it did. Even without even being people being like, oh, it's really gory. And I was like, yeah, but like how gory? And then I was like, oh my
There's a
fucking god.
there's a visual image I'll never forget now of a bear sniffing cocaine. Like you'll just never ever that'll never leave your mind once you see it.
It's truly amazing. It's a good time.
We'll be doing
I'm
a
excited.
reaction to it once we
I'm
come
excited
back.
to rewatch that one. I'm really excited to
So am I.
rewatch that one. But okay, on subject of Megan, I'm using Cocaine Bear as an example. Megan, our
So
initial
good.
reaction was a 4.5. In reality, at least on thought, it still is probably like a 4.5 ish. I would
Hmm.
say I liked the story's a little more on the basic front, but Megan herself is so well realized, and the nuances in her performance make this a
So
movie that needs to be
is,
seen.
is this robot in this movie like an actual robot, or is this just a little girl who can
I
do who
am
can do the
not going
robot
to
very
tell you,
well?
I'm not telling you a single thing. I think knowing how the is roboting will ruin the experience of seeing the robot roboting.
That's fair.
I will tell you afterwards. We can go into that in the review section. You can decide if that hurts or hinders or whatever. But I think
Hmm.
to be able to like really enjoy the performance, you have
Hmm.
to see the
To
performance.
believe.
It's like Chucky. You don't want to know how Chucky's doing Chucky until after Chucky does Chucky.
And then you're just mesmerized by how
Yeah, then
well
you're
those
just like, holy
performers are.
fuck. Like, you're like, I don't know if I want to be, I don't know if I want to know that. Yeah, the
Because
behind the
it's
scenes on
nuts.
the one where he just moves his leg a little bit and it's the most realistic thing in the entire world. It will,
No,
it's still
for
safe.
me, it's still the first episode when he slowly rises from the ground and
Nope.
says, "Hi, I'm Chucky." One, yep. To me, that's still the moment like that. That's magic. It's pure magic. I
Him
don't,
in the chair getting exercised of hatred and him just moving his little legs and it looking the most realistic little moving of his little legs and hands and he's oh my god, now I want to watch Chucky season two. Okay, this
it's
is
so
getting
good.
bad. We are 8 minutes into a commentary without watching the movie. Let's watch the movie, guys.
That's fair.
Zachary hasn't seen it, like I said. Did you watch any of the trailers or anything?
No, the only
Oh,
thing I know about this movie, and it's because of people, is what you know. You all know. It's the dance. I
okay.
don't know where it comes in. I don't know how it's affected, but I've not seen a lick from this thing.
That's actually, I'm very excited. I had seen the trailers and stuff. The funny thing is, I sent the picture. I remember when the poster came out for it, like 6 months ago or something, and I sent it to you and I sent it to Peyton because I was like, okay, these are movies that they're gonna go watch. Or I was like, I'm wondering what Zachary's reaction. And Zachary's reaction was, I've never seen that movie. Nope, can't make me see that. Hi, here we are. To be fair, Megan is not a very scary film in my opinion. It's more like a fun ride. You know, you're gonna laugh a lot more than you're gonna be scared. At least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe he is a scaredy cat. So take that.
I was getting on Peacock to get stuff ready, and I saw the Terrifier was on Peacock. I'm like,
Ooh, no,
yeah,
I don't want to. Which one?
the first one.
No, because the second one is just.
I don't know what it is. I just know about the creepy guy. I don't know what the
I
movie
can tell.
is or what it.
I can tell you about art later. There is not really a premise. There's not really a story. Art's just very sadistic. It really is just what it is.
Then I'm fine.
You kind of
Thank
love
you.
him
We can
for
move
it
on.
though. You kind of love him for it though.
I'm good.
But like, I kind of recommend it to you though, because you're so much into the prosthetic side of things for like horror films, and it's all done by prosthetics. There's not like any CGI in the movie whatsoever. That like from the
That's where
element,
I'm like, I'm good.
but then again, it's extremely realistic because the director and writer of it is someone who did prosthetics on horror films. So it's
Good for him.
there is like two scenes in
Now
the new
10
one.
minutes in this
Yeah, I
commentary.
know.
Or sorry, 10 minutes
There's
this
like
conversation.
2 minutes. There's like two scenes in the Terrifier 2
Mm-hmm.
that I was like, no, that should have no.
And listen,
Like you,
this is coming
you,
from the man who will accept anything coming off a screen. It takes a lot for him to say no. So
I mean, I don't know. I've seen a lot of shit, and that was a lot. That was a lot. But it also feels really fake. So on one hand, you're like, that's not happening. But also on the other hand, you're like, that looks so real that is it happening? Which is a very conflicting thing for my brain. I don't like that. I like it either when it looks so fake and you laugh at it, or too realistic that you're scared of it. Not the middle ground. I don't want that shit.
and that's why American Werewolf in London is the perfect medium.
I don't like American Werewolf in London.
Well, you're just weird, and
I
that's
like the
okay.
prosthetic aspect of it. I think the transformation's cool, but I think the story shit. Sorry.
Wait. You think the transformation's just cool? You think it's
No,
just cool?
okay. I think it's done really well. And I think it's done really we're watching Megan.
This channel should just be called the Tangent Channel. We'll get to what we said to eventually, but we're just called the Tangents.
Movie called Megan. Let's hit play.
Okay.
Is that right?
In 3, 2, 1. By the way, I am the T-Rex on Peacock.
Okay, Megan. I'm watching you. You can go lay down. Megan, you can leave. Thank you.
Shush.
That was really
I'm
rude
the
of it.
T-Rex on Peacock.
I'm Chucky.
I know.
I love the Blumhouse opening. Never gets old.
There is one Blumhouse film coming out this year that I will not see.
Ooh, which one?
The Exorcist.
Ooh, okay. That's a movie commentary.
No, it is not.
Yeah, I'll pick it for my pick.
No,
Oh,
Jacob,
well, I'll do. Hold on. I got it. This is what I'll do. 1 month, I'll pick the original, and then 1 month, we'll pick the remake.
Jacob, I am telling you right now, I am okay with literally anything you throw at me. Anything. I have a line. The line for me is that. Oh, good God! It's a fucked up Furby. James Wan, you are a beautiful son of a bitch. You truly are. I hope Aquaman's good for your sake, man. I really do.
According to people, it's not.
I know. It's okay. We've got this fucker sitting in front of us.
Now, remember, it's not directed by James Wan, but it is written and produced. Hello, Mark.
What's up, buddy? Oh, good God. It's like a Furby and a gremlin had a baby.
When I watched this in theaters for the first time, I thought the movie was playing an ad for an actual toy. How you doing, Mark? We
What's up, buddy?
just started the movie, by the way. We're 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and we just got through the advertisement of the toy.
Okay, so I know our timer will say 12 minutes of commentary. That's not true. We're 2 minutes into the film with 12 minutes of tangent.
Yeah, this is technically counted as horror. It's like a
Would you
horror
say
comedy.
I was about to say, would you say horror comedy or straight horror?
No, it's a horror comedy.
Help me, Katie. Stop moving forward. Are you
Sounds
on the
like a
road?
Frozen song. Oh wait, it is.
Apparently
Well, one
not.
would say immediately. You know,
This movie has me so confused. I saw the freaking rotating, buffering thing. I was like, great, I'm buffering. That's awesome. It's the movie.
nope, not buffering.
That
Pretty
city looks
landscape though.
fake.
I said it was pretty. He said it looked fake. Two conflicting opinions.
Funky? It's Nerf or nothing.
That'd be my job, just analyzing children.
God, can things just not be, connected to their Wi-Fi internet? Like, there's a thing called a
This
Hot
is not the
Wheels,
movie
right?
for you. This is not the movie for you.
I know, but there's a thing called a Hot Wheel. You push it along the track. You don't use a phone. I thought I was about to smash that thing. Ugh. It looks like RC from
Kind of.
Transformers.
Oh, somehow I thought you were talking about Star Wars. I don't know why.
Who in Star Wars is named RC?
I thought CP30. To be honest with you, that's where my brain was
Did I
going.
say CP3O? It's
I don't know.
C3PO.
That's why I said don't judge me. We're watching the movie.
I won't judge you, but the comment section might. You just got something wrong on Star Wars, my guy. Mm. Is that Ronnie Chang?
I don't know who that is.
He's from he's from the Daily Show with Trevor Noah. Well, now it's called the Daily Show.
Oh, maybe.
It is Ronnie Chang. Their butt shows their.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Huh.
Does anybody want to fix Megan's face? Because she looks kind of droopy.
She just has a weird smile. No reason to judge Megan. Oh,
Megan is on fire. No pun intended.
that doll is on fire.
Was that F word in the original?
I don't think so, but also I saw this like 2 months ago, and I've seen a lot of shit since then, so I don't remember. That'd be crazy. Like that'd be just fucking insane. I just get like a random child one day. You okay?
Gold chill.
Wow. Already moved.
Has time passed already? No.
She's now 12. She was 6. 6 years. Matter of minutes.
You can shush. Just to let you know.
Well, this is a movie commentary, so like we kind of have to talk.
You old bitch.
She's on Tinder. That's my takeaway.
Okay. Remember that movie from Disney Channel, Smart House?
Hmm?
Yeah, this is like a poetic sequel.
Yeah, but no Katie Seagal.
God, I always forget Katie Seagal was the villain in that movie.
She's a smart house. Does it sound weird, Zachary?
I don't know how I feel about that judgment against my kind. Man, she has got some ADHD problems or OCD. Something.
If I was her, I would have just took the cup off the thing afterwards. I would have regretted it, been like, I'm sorry, and moved.
Katie looks a lot like. Let me read you the instruction manual on this toy I'm making. Chapter 1: How the CPU works. God, what a first world problem.
You could just make up a story. No? No, they downloaded the app. Okay.
Jacob, it is the year 2023. No one makes up stories anymore. They get them on, you know. I'm kidding.
I'm the fucking writer in the family. You can't just say that shit. She's a collector, and she wouldn't want her kid who just watched her parents die play with her collectibles. Somehow I feel like that'd be you.
When they're mint and packaged, you don't want them to get ruined. You compared a living, breathing child to a fungi?
Honestly, if you can't keep a plant alive, you probably shouldn't be having kids.
Did you order DoorDash? Who are you? Hello? If you
That was a quick turnaround.
Ooh, judgy all. You're a therapist, not a judgmental person. Do your job.
She is there not to be a therapist. She is there to make sure that she is in a loving home environment and that
Oh, she's not a therapist. She's CPH.
yeah,
Wait, I got that wrong. It's CPS, not CPH. Child
yeah.
Protective Errors.
I'm paying.
What is up, sister?
Well, the sky. Technically the ceiling right now.
Let's not go there, Jake.
We're yeah,
that.
social worker, caseworker. Yeah, it's exactly what we were talking about. She showed up to the house. As a toy maker, I think I'd take that offensively.
I would.
Read the room.
Read. Read.
Which just roll around the ground like a tennis ball. That's true.
Hmm.
That's also true.
I love how she leaves her with, "You need to make one or two adjustments. I'll see you later." Phew.
They don't tell you the adjustments. You gotta figure it out yourself. I mean, I feel like that's pretty true. I don't really know though, to be honest with you. Maybe they do tell you adjustments. Probably not being on your phone all the time because she doesn't have a tablet anymore. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Yeah, it's like that's chat. I can just see River having this conversation, being like, "Have
That's a
however
scary
long."
conversation.
Do you think the toast is for breakfast, dinner, or lunch?
I think all
Damn.
and depending
Dream
on the
question.
spread, on top of the bread, depends on where it was. If it's butter, it's breakfast. If it's jelly, it's lunch. And if it's gravy, it's dinner.
Okay. It's actually pronounced caddy.
Caddy?
Are
I
you
think it's
watching with
Katie.
subtitle? Or are you watching with subtitles or no?
Me? No.
Okay, well I am. Subtitles spelled it CADY, so I pronounce it as caddy.
Good. Aw. I like their
Bonding.
chemistry. What the heck is
Yeah.
that?
Oh my god, it's Batman.
That is what Batman will be in the year 2050.
Batman next Batman movie. Don't need an actor. He's just a robot.
It's just a
God, the eye acting is so amazing. Who's underneath the mask? Bitch, it's just a robot.
Oh, good God! It's made by Nintendo. It has Nintendo gloves. Dude, that's so cool.
Who the fuck says give me five nowadays? Not to judge.
That's Atomic Monster, man. They know what they're doing over there. Man, I know that life. It's not fun.
Everybody knows that word. Yeah.
No, I know the expensive toy life. Once you start down that path, it is so hard to get off of it. Oh no.
By that, um, he means he's still on it.
Oh yeah. I'm buying shelves next week as we speak for my new collection.
Did you just say shelves?
Shelves.
Shelves. I heard shelves,
Yeah,
like
Jake, I'm gonna
seashells.
buy a bunch of antique shells and stand my figures on them. That would really be a genius idea on my part.
I thought maybe you were thinking more of the lines of like, I don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I cannot wait for that. The last time you touched the doll, it blew up.
Okay. Fun fact: Megan's first appearance is 24 minutes in the movie. That's actually not that fun because it wasn't actually that far. But that's my fault, not yours. It's fine.
The dog seems very happy that this is happening.
Oof, he was late. We are watching the Unrated one.
Whoa.
It's on Peacock. We still have Peacock right now, by the way.
Dude, her eyes doing like the whole like thing. That would make me run away. There's no way that's a human. You are BSing me if that's the case. Oh, that's eerie. There's no, Jacob, you would be lying to me. Lying. She meant to do. Oh. um. Um. I really hope Greg gets his comeuppance and finds a way, to take the man or something. I don't know. Greg feels quiet.
Greg isn't in the room.
Greg's right there.
No,
That's not Greg.
that's not Greg.
Oh. Fuck Greg. I don't know.
Oh, Now, I don't think that line was in there.
Yeah. No, I don't think it would be because I don't think Hasbro would let that line be in the
No,
film.
Hasbro was definitely in the movie, just not the fucking dig part. Probably just the dig.
James Wan loves the Ultron story from the Marvel comics. That's what I'm gathering from this story. What is this movie? It went from a really dark drama about two girls trying to find themselves, and now there's a girl going, "That's insane."
Yep.
No, 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 no. What's wrong with Katie? Why can't she flush a toilet?
It's actually like a pretty common.
Hmm. Of a doll about replacing parents. Hmm. That might be the underlying theme of this film. Hmm.
It might be, which is why some people took a lot of offense to this movie. Some people being the people that give their child nothing but tablet time. Those people.
Oh, you mean the people? This would be a great movie to watch with Mom and Tim.
I'm actually going to be watching with Tim.
No, Mom.
Damn.
Holy God, it is Ultron.
Just better.
That's not a human.
That's Zachary's comment. This comment. He always has one that he repeats over and over again as he gets scared.
For Malignant, I was like, there's more than meets the eye than that girl. For this one, it's not human. James Wan brings out these one-liners in me.
The
Whenever we
Conjuring
watch
was,
The
don't go
Conjuring,
down that fucking corridor.
and we watched The Conjuring 2, no. Just no.
Just no.
Just a flat no. No. You're off. Stay. The cinematography in this movie is gorgeous. You know, it wouldn't shock me if James Wan got an actual robot.
A robot could be kind of fun. Then you watch movies like this and you're like, maybe a robot wouldn't be that fun. At least, because like at least with Chucky, it's voodoo. Like the doll isn't real. This doll is real.
If 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 huh. Uh, 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 uh. You ever heard of the movie Sandlot? Don't go over the fence.
How about under the fence? Or in the fence?
Well, there goes Megan's hand. Jesus. Okay, again, this isn't a human. If they did it, oh God. Can't take her seriously with the hair. It's such a serious moment. Ooh, that's not a human.
So do you find Megan creepy?
Yes.
Because I don't find Megan creepy. I kind of want one. Okay, but whose fence is it? Who created that hole? Was it? Um, I'm not going to answer the main
Yeah.
question that I'm sure that's going through your head right now. There's a website
No.
for that.
No. Who created the hole in the fence, Jacob? The dog did.
Well, then she should create. Then she should fix the hole. It's not their fault. Oh God, I'm turning into.
I knew this come back to haunt me.
I, you know, when I first saw that, I thought maybe that was a turd. It's treats.
Uh-oh.
If you like dogs, look away. If you have a dog, maybe. See, there you go. All good. You know, Megan does not think ahead. Because logically speaking, probably shouldn't murder the dog the day after. You know, the evening of. You should at least wait 2 weeks or so to throw it off your trail. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, don't make eye contact. She's gonna think you murder it. Oh, Megan looks so cute, little tilted. Sorry, I look. It's the flick of like.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Feel about what?
Her, in a way, forcing her to go do this and making her feel guilty about it. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, welcome to the gray character that is Gemma. Because I feel like with Gemma, especially like I don't know. We can talk about it after the movie. I feel like that's the discussion like after the movie. That is true. I do agree.
Hmm.
If something like this was real, how much it would sell. Like,
Since I'm in the toy biz like so much, when I hear about this stuff, just knowing what's going on with inflation right now as it is, this would never sell. This would be DOA. Not even a prototype would make it into the screen because right now, I mean, when you look at yeah, how about how you feel now, Gemma?
I mean, yeah, that's what looks like a kill, and it's from a doll.
Why am I tearing up?
Get prepared.
Wow, this demonic doll has a heart. They're like that wasn't part of the update 1.0. You didn't tell me there was a musical number.
Just feel like you should experience everything for the first time on your own. Cause I was shook it.
This is the greatest movie ever made.
Okay, see, this is the thing, because like I feel like the singing is the make or break it moment in the movie. It's either you're in it and you're like, this is it, or you're not and you're like, this is stupid.
James Wan, again, you're a beautiful son of a bitch.
And his wife.
That's just that's nuts. They are able to take something that could come off as idiotic and stupid in a horror film as your doll singing. But it hit me. I'm crying.
Now she's a rich bitch. It's like a lot of files. You made a doll to take care of all the needs that you need to do to connect with her.
Something tells me this lady is not going to make it throughout this feature.
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, does she die? And I truly don't remember. It'll be a shocking moment for both of us if she does that, because couldn't be me.
Uh
Oh,
oh. There would be the exact same hole in that wall. There'd be a Looney Tunes moment of me just. You don't piss off the robot because the robot will make you a flat pancake.
I wonder if that's true. Like, it's real.
Huh?
Like, I wonder if this is factual, like with the method and everything she's talking about and things.
Oh, the attachment theory?
Hmm.
No, that's completely true.
Oh, now you're a child care expert. I'll
No,
add to
that's
your
something that
repertoire of
actually happens.
yeah, child care expert. I got you.
I'm not a child care expert. I've talked to people
Not
who've
just
gone
I,
through it.
huh?
I've talked to people who've gone through that.
Like those specific, like you that specific conversation.
Uh huh. I can
Okay.
talk about. I can talk about it with you. Yeah. Okay. Uh, he's in your room.
She turned her down. Hi, baby.
Hey, man.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just thirsty.
Nope.
No.
Seeing her with a big stuffed teddy bear just makes you want to go, why?
No, I think it's cute. That's so weird. I find Chucky cute too, even all mangled. Just love how she's open.
Um,
That's a
Katie
friendship
doesn't need
mom, not a helicopter
Ka-
mom.
Katie doesn't need the social worker. That kid does. Something's gonna happen. I just know it. Something's gonna happen. Megan's gonna fly. If Megan flies, I'm done.
Maybe in a sequel.
Your demise. Wow. That really puts Megan in perspective, man. That's a small doll.
Yeah, the height thing. Yeah.
Run. Run.
Who thought letting little kids run around in the middle of the forest is a good idea? Like, logically speaking, this is just a bad idea.
Uh-huh. Oh, well. I'm waiting for the moment where she becomes Chucky.
Maybe you're watching just a comedy, and I lied to you.
Oh! 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 I can hear clearly now. The oh, good night, Irene.
Now, that whole sequence was not. Same girl, same. Throw that ear.
How is that kid running?
What do you mean?
Did she get on the all fours? I was kidding. That's terrifying.
An interesting choice.
Oh man, all the debris getting in his ear. Oh, that doesn't matter now.
That was not in the original movie. I did not see him get hit by the car. No, it's not something I knew I wanted to get seen, but that is something I saw now.
Oh man.
Damn.
Well,
Was not expecting.
I
Oh,
can't
fun
wait for
fact.
that
Took an
definition to
hour
go.
from an hour and 40, like 40 something minute movie for someone to die.
Um, at the funeral, what was his last words to you? Fuck off, Holly. And I'll always remember it.
Instead of us saying I love you to one another, he always just told me to fuck off. I always just knew deep down it was love.
I'm ready for Megan to go. Yeah, hell. I'm not gonna tell her about the coaster. In a nutshell. Jesus. Once again, for the umpteenth time, ladies and gentlemen, that's not human. She will not get over it. Uh-oh. Megan's got a thirst for blood.
Well, it did take a long time to start the body count, so one would expect there would be a lot of deaths in the next 30 or so minutes, to be fair. I wonder how expensive the seat is and how much energy it takes overall, like for your house. Like, how much is that running you? Wow. Damn, she's insightful.
This movie is incredible.
Once
This
again, I
movie
feel
is
like with the singing, it's either you're in it or you're not.
this movie is so good.
But I'm in it. I'm not telling you, Zach.
The fact
The
that they put
whole
an
theater.
orchestral score behind that is the dedication and the prowess to knowing what they're doing.
The whole theater was laughing out of shock.
You don't expect that at all. You know what this feels like to me? An Amblin movie.
Oh, okay.
Like E.T., Gremlins. You know, that's what this feels like. This feels like an 80s style, in a weird way, family horror film. Like
Yeah.
Gremlins, very intense movie. But you can watch it with the family because it's got a beautiful message in the middle. Same thing with E.T.
I don't really know what Gremlins is. Now,
No,
I don't know. I don't think Gremlins should be shown to children. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Gremlins was a very logical point in my childhood.
Yes, yes. So was Chucky for me, but we're not recommending it to children, are we? No, no, we're not.
Yours kills people. Mine sings Christmas carols.
Yours also kills people. I think you need to rewatch Gremlins.
They do it for comedic sense.
Not how that works.
Uh-oh. Oh. She get taller? Nope.
Yeah, nice aim. Oh, it is in the movie. Damn, really?
Oh, you were
Wish it was a
hoping that they
little
would show the
longer.
whole.
Just a little longer. In the PG-13 version, you just see the spray. You don't actually see like any
The
part
cheese.
after the spray. Yeah.
I love how he's just like, sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Anyway,
She's like, did I make a killer doll? Did I do that? But also, was he trying to hurt Kitty?
Jacob, can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
Back in that little brain of yours, do you want a Chucky crossover with Megan?
They are both universal, so just saying.
It can happen.
Oh no, Tiffany'd be so jealous.
And if it was, who would win? And would you
I
be okay if Chucky lost?
This is a conversation to have after the movie. Malice. The dude was on a hunt. Careful, Gemma. That's weird. Her name is Gemma. So is Katie Seagal's name in Sons of Anarchy.
Because that's not Elsie. Who's that talking? It's like Pokemon.
I'm ignoring you.
It was the funny
Couldn't
thing.
sleep, you're a doll. The doll can't have insomnia. How could you charge?
I suffer from insomnia. You're a talking doll. What's your point?
I can see the comedy now. Did I descriptive? Oh,
It's gonna go right in your eyeball.
Okay.
How big is your neighbor? I don't really think that matters, buddy.
I mean, he's not wrong though. I think $10,000 is actually quite cheap for Megan. She murders for you and hides the body. That's at least $50K.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does Katie play Megan?
No, this isn't
Oh,
an X moment where Mia Goth played Pearl.
my mind, I'm not kidding you, was about to explode. Thank you for calming it down.
Or is she?
If she does the voice. She has to do the voice.
She does not. You get the funniest thing about this little girl, like the actress? I have seen things where she is a phenomenal actress, and I've also seen things where she is like one of the worst child actors I've ever watched on film. Which is horrible to say because she's a child actor and you can grow. But I've watched like 12 projects of her, and she's like 10.
Whoa.
Well, I think the response here is not to say it's okay, but maybe give it a minute, yeah.
Cray cray is an understatement.
Oh,
This movie
I know.
is just,
It's a roller coaster of emotions, this movie.
it really is. It's like watching Malignant all over again. If the third act, man, goes in the way I don't think it's going to go and there's Malignant, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Where's he going with that?
The tension built up in this movie just feels practical.
I feel like I'd be more wigged out by that than just like a
Wait, so she didn't call her? I mean, like she didn't answer. It was Megan who answered the phone.
yes.
Ultron. I love that their solution is click more buttons. The screen's off. What do we do? That didn't work.
Would you unhook the cable, or would you make the other person unhook the cable?
I just leave it there and call it a day.
Mass genocide. He chose mass genocide, guys.
That's your safety precaution? Smacking her in the face?
I think he was trying to figure out if she was awake. So smacking her in the face was the safety precaution.
Did they really put a plug?
Never mind.
Yeah,
I didn't do it.
I'm proud of you.
It's because you did it.
Just
That would be a gas leak.
got her.
Hmm. Do you think she's representing?
I gotta tell you, everybody hyped that dance one up for like nothing. That was cool, but the
It was
tension's still real.
because of TikTok. It trended. Well, that was nope. There, I mean, someone did die there, but I didn't remember it being bloody. Also, no, there was no blood. No.
I figured.
Ah.
All right, everybody did a great job, great reactions. Let's have that for the meeting, okay? Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Of course, Megan would drive Han's car. James wandering to Tokyo Drift makes perfect sense.
Of course, wouldn't have it any other way.
Did you really put that together?
Obviously, I did.
Clearly, you didn't.
I did the first time I watched it. Back in January when it came out.
Also, if that was Han's car, technically that means Megan's in the Fast and Furious universe. Technically, this movie happens in the Fast and Furious movies. That means Fast 10, Megan's going to fly a car.
Possible. With dinosaurs running around.
I'm telling you, man, if a fucking T-Rex shows in that movie, I'm leaving the theater.
Megan meets Fast and Furious meets Jurassic World.
No. Megan riding the T-Rex as a car jumps over it and says, family.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't you hear the sad music?
I hear it.
It's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
It could bring you tears.
I'll say it again, man. This movie is just very well done. She better not start singing Elton John. Ultron. Because I'm your friend till the end. And die.
Ah, see, she's here to talk. Okay.
That's side eye.
No. Didn't protect her from water. Guess she couldn't go swimming.
She couldn't go swimming.
She would need an extra raincoat. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I lied. Oh.
I was about to say, I hope Katie wakes up from what I can only describe as a small.
This is glitching,
Not
Megan.
you.
It's actually not how door handles work, but that's okay.
You're really gonna give them shit about a door during a movie where they are, fighting a robot human?
I'm just saying, if we're trying to lock her into a room, let's do it. I don't know. Oh. Oh, you just gave her a hammer.
Don't give her a chainsaw.
Get off the hook! Oh my god! I know it's safety proof, but Jesus. I've seen this movie. I'm scared for you. Damn, that's a nice turn on. Woof. Oh, oh, oh shit! Not the wig. Now I'm her and Chucky will be friends.
She did Child's Play, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, and Bride of Chucky, all in one movie.
Oh, oh, she pulled hair from her. Oh,
Ugh, when her eyebrows move, her little piece of face just. Yeah! Oh my god, this is the Transformers movie I never knew I needed. The puppeteer worked in this movie. Come on. No, Bruce. Hell yeah. If
So,
we know anything, this boss battle has a face too.
I mean, they did make her indestructible. It was very. It told us 4 times in the movie that she is hard to kill. So
I'm officially gonna say it again. Not a human.
oh,
That's even. You know what? You remember that movie, The Boy 2, that we watched? This does this better than The Boy 2 did.
well, I would say a lot of movies does what the Boy 2 try to do better, especially
That's
the
fair.
butthole face.
That was such a moment.
At least it's memorable for that. Oh, but we could have used the data from that. Not important.
Not as important.
Weirdly enough, because we still have credits to go and the movie is almost over, I still think we're going to clock out around the same time we would have clocked off. We would have began on time. Odd.
See, 12 minutes of tangents are fun anyway.
How do we describe that a lot of people were murdered by a killer doll that we killed? How's that withhold up in court? Did we mention that
Megan
was
Jim was in jail.
Chucky? That's funny.
That's all.
what
Poetic
promoted-
justice? I think sure.
It promoted me, Chucky.
So it's same here.
And yes, for anybody out there asking themselves, did Megan get a sequel? Megan is getting a sequel in 2025. Yes. Called Megan 2.0.
Do you think 2025 is too long of a wait between the two movies?
Nah, they got time.
I only ask that because we're so used to them putting out. Blumhouse is pretty quick about putting their sequels out.
Yeah, but everybody's coming back. The director, the writers, and stuff like that. I mean, people have projects. Violet McGraw, who is the little girl in this, is a very, busy little girl. Which is
Okay, so I can finally ask my question because the movie's over. Jacob, please look at me. Is Megan a robot or is there a human element to that thing?
Okay, so it's actually really cool how they did Megan. Megan is a mix of all three.
What do you mean all
So,
three?
no, let me explain. Megan is a little girl. Okay, 4. There's 4 components to Megan. She's a little girl. The voice is an actual actress that they paid and hired. The little girl's a dancer. She's like a ballet dancer, if I'm not
Makes
mistaken.
sense.
A lot of things that Megan does, mannerisms and stuff, all came from her ideas and stuff that she thought would be really cool. The dance was her idea, last minute type of thing. If I'm not mistaken, I remember hearing that interview. It's also done through CGI, VFX
I
work,
couldn't tell a difference.
and then it's also done through a doll that they built as well.
That's so fucking cool.
So there's certain shots where it's just the doll. There's certain shots where it's the girl and all the get up and the makeup with the CGI over top of it and stuff like that. And then there's certain shots, type of thing. It's really, really cool. But because there's such nuances, I believe in her performance through her eyes. You can really see her think, which is like
Hmm.
scary, in my opinion. It's more fun to believe that it's just a doll and things.
They had me believe the entire time.
So Jenna Davis is one of the ones that play. Then Amy Donald is also one of the ones that play Megan. They both play Megan. Ronnie Ching,
Yeah,
that's who plays David. So you're right.
he's from the Tonight Show, not the Tonight Show, the Daily Show. That was with Trevor Noah, but now it's just random guest because Trevor Noah's not doing it anymore. Besides the point. Um,
Sorry.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I loved, not liked,
What are you doing?
loved.
Still doing our thing. It's about to be over.
I
Movie just ended.
loved this movie
It's good.
from beginning to end. There were some questionable things that happened, but overall, I very, very, very much enjoyed the movie. I think there were some aspects of some character development I don't think worked very well.
Like what?
Like we brought up during the movie, I don't like the fact that Gemma kind of guilt shamed her traumatized niece into going into doing the showcase off for Megan.
Okay.
Um, when you look at the rest of the movie, that scene kind of feels out of place with how
Okay.
she does it,
Okay.
and it doesn't. It makes me feel like the redeeming between her and Katie does not feel. It feels real, but doesn't. Like I
Okay.
don't know after that moment what pushed Gemma to kind of look at her niece not as a part of her project, but as her little niece that went through something. I don't know what it was. And if it was the slap, then I don't think that really can grant that they're okay now. I don't know. That didn't sit well with me. Um, I've got to tell you, knowing that there's a PG-13 version out there,
Mm-hmm.
the blood didn't feel right or the gore. I feel like
My
this
thing here
movie.
is I've seen both, and so I guess I can talk to this. I personally didn't mind. I felt like for instance, the ear scene, which is by
Mhm.
far I think one of the gorier things in the movie. 90% of the ear scene is in the movie. The actual like full ear coming off part, not in the
Mhm.
movie, but her tearing the ear is in the movie. And so
Mhm.
I felt like it did hit that, it did go past the point or whatever. The only thing I wanted to see was the spray, and that didn't
Mhm.
go far enough to make it warrant the radar edition, in my opinion. So yeah.
So do you think?
And the F words were not that important. I kind of liked hearing Megan say the F word. I think
But it
that would be
wasn't
the only,
necessary.
but it was only one time. And so they could
Yeah.
have, the little boy, for instance, has the one F word in the movie when he
So
says, fuck off,
and see,
Holly.
yeah, and
That's
see,
the
and
only
so that
time in the movie that says they say the F word. So I would have probably gave it to Megan, and then it would have scratched the itch for me anyways, and I wouldn't have cared.
mhm.
So
Because like the violence in the movie, I thought was cool. Like the kills were interesting, but
mhm.
I think the thing that really grasped me with this movie was the talk of trauma, how you get through it. What's when a child goes through that, how do you equate that, into, how do you tell that kind of story? And I think using Megan as a way to do that is it's a great way to do the killer doll again, but it feels different and fresh enough to where it doesn't feel like you're just doing Chucky, except now it's a full kid and not just a doll, and there's no voodoo involved. It's an AI thing. I think this also speaks a lot to kids today. And I think the message in the movie is that, you know, just because technology is there does not mean that that's what you need to do with 99% of the time. Is a distraction more of a way out of it? And conversations between you and a person is more important. And I think
Yeah,
that came along very well too.
yeah. The big conversation here truly is it's they use trauma as the example, but it really truly is the fact that nowadays most kids spend their life through a tablet screen and what that is doing to them socially
Hmm.
and things. And like I said, there is a group of people, especially now that the movie's been out for a long time, a lot of people have seen it. A lot of people have seen Megan, which makes sense. It's an extremely popular film.
Hmm.
That took a lot of offense to Megan because of its strong themes about anti-technology. I mean, it's not fully saying that you shouldn't do technology, but it's also telling you that screen time limits and having a doll that can literally do everything is
Hmm.
probably not the way our world should be headed. Even
Like
though as time progresses, it does look like that is the way
going in that direction.
we are going.
I mean, for God's sakes, you can go on to YouTube and just look up, you know, uh, robot, AI robot, and you can see these things being practically put into use, and it's nuts. And movies like this, I think are meant to educate, but also scare at the same time, and not scare in like like a horror sense. This is more of like a this could actually happen kind of thing.
Yeah, and so like for instance, when I went and saw my screening, I saw it with a lot of children, like a shit ton of children. I sat next to a lot of children. Their moral story is right, and so
Hmm.
my takeaway, like if I would sit down and show this to River, right? Um, no, because of certain other reasons, but we're just talking about like in general, just the movie. With River would take out of it, okay, sure, she murdered people, but like that's so cool, or would she take out of, oh, I don't want that?
Hmm.
And I would say as I was walking out of my screening for Megan, um, it was very mixed. I think there are certain kids I was keep hearing being like, "Oh my god, that was so cool! I would love to have a Megan." Then there was other kids being like, "I'm going home and having nightmares."
Hmm.
Or I'm gonna look at my toys differently. Kind of like like when you went and saw Toy Story for the first time, or you see Toy Story, and you think to yourself, "Are you alive?" Type of thing. Because
Yeah,
nowadays, little kids have baby dolls and toys like the furry in the beginning of the movie
Furby.
that are real, that are connected to an app that can talk to you, that you play games with on an app.
The biggest comparison I can make to this, and for some odd reason, is Transformers and Star Wars. I can always do this. Roboson just put out their Optimus Prime. Is through an app, but you can self automate that thing to transform by itself, walk around and talk to people, and it fakes chops an axe and fakes shoots a gun. And is it cool? Sure, but that's scary. The fact that we can automate a toy to do it. You know,
So overall,
were these
uh,
were there any conversations like this at all when Child's Play was coming out
no,
at
because
all?
Child's Play is different. One, Child's Play was rated R. Child's Play is a hard R. It's violent. There's a lot of
Hmm.
cursing in it and things. It's not a movie that you're going to take your child to see. A lot of children
Hmm.
end up seeing it, but it's not a movie that you're like particularly like showcasing to your child. So when Child's Play was what's up?
I'm trying to point to you. Looks like you're the kid.
Oh, okay. But like with Child's Play, it was never like a really big question. And then on top of that, because a good guy doll, it did hurt Good Guys Doll's like sell price or whatever. Because in the trailer they don't promote that it's your voodooism. They just promote that a doll
Hmm.
comes up and they're murdering people or whatever. But when you see the movie, it is through voodooism. Like this is an outside source of power that you, as a believer, as you know, as a person, either believe in it or you don't believe in it. And so the logistics of it happening, slim to none. That's why I personally like if we were to watch Child's Play, the 2018 version, 2019 version, whenever that one came out,
2019.
and we would watch that. That's why I think this is like 10 times better than that, because that was the same exact idea.
It was the
Like
same
almost
concept.
nail to nail, same exact idea. Kid wanted a toy to have a friend. Kid had a toy to have said friend. That toy ended up not trying to kill the said kid because they wanted to become friends, but ended up killing everybody around him because they were not deemed appropriate enough or good enough
So,
for him.
so do you think maybe James Wan looked at that movie and said the concept is cool, but putting the words Chucky on it didn't exactly make it well? Let me try that same thing with a different original idea, maybe.
And like with Child's Play itself, it was not a very well executed and or good movie. Partially because the doll was extremely ugly. I think Megan is a very charismatic
Mm-hmm.
doll. You kind of want to root for her while you're also like scared of her, but you're also super curious. And you can't look away. Whereas I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the redesign they did for Chucky in that movie was so ugly, like one of the worst redesigns I've ever seen in my entire life.
And what's weird is that I don't like that movie, but there are aspects to that movie
Yeah,
I think that are very, very interesting. And I think what Megan did is took those ideas and actually put them in a way that makes sense.
and they also had similar killing sequences as well. There's one or two deaths that are very similar to one another in both movies. It just did not work with me personally. And I
Hmm.
remember when I watched it for the first time, I thought to myself, well, it doesn't work, but I think I'd probably enjoy it better if it didn't have Child's Play like on the title, and
And
thing.
there you go. That's Megan.
And Megan was 10 times better. I mean, they even have an app. I'm just watching the trailers playing right now. There's an app that you connect to your phone. It is a cheaper version, I would say. This is the you're getting it on sale. Like Child's Play Chucky is on sale version of Megan, but like
Yeah.
yeah. By the way, for Gemma, because you did mention Gemma, I really like the fact that she's a very complex and gray character. There is never
Hmm.
one point in this movie. There are points in this movie where you can see that she cares for her niece, but there's never
Yeah.
one point in this movie where I was like, she still wants to be the caretaker. She's gonna do it. She'll do it, and she'll complain the whole way through it, and
But she'll still
things.
do it.
But she will still do it because she loves her sister, and that's what her sister wanted, and things are those lines. And so that's why I think things like the scene where she basically guilt trips her into doing the thing, I think makes sense for a character
Hmm.
because once again, she's not looking out for her. And also, it's that scene where you kind of get to see more like, oh, maybe I'm really not paying attention to what she might actually like need or whatever. And I think the
Hmm.
part that's important is her reaction to not being able to see Megan. Not the slap, but the fact that she feels so like like dependent on Megan is the
Yeah.
part where she's coming from of like, oh, this is bad. We need to go back. Because I still believe to myself that even though this whole thing happened, Megan killed people, right? I still
Yeah.
think she would make another Megan in some way, shape, or form. Be like, I can do it better. Like this was a
Hmm.
bad test run, but I can do it better. So
So, what is your, theory or hypothesis going into 2.0? Like, what do you think? Because there's always a way for the doll to come back. Obviously, at
so
the end of the film, obviously at the end of the movie, we see um her AI in her house turn. So, do you think they're going to go what I was making a joke about earlier with the whole smart house thing? Do you think Megan 2.0 is not a doll per se, but it's more of the AI physically taking over things?
there are two theories going around, and I do agree with both. That's obviously one of them. My best guess, like everybody did guess, they were doing a launch of this, so there's more dolls out there. But also, so that's one of the things. Like I think my theory going around, or the theory that I believe, is that she put herself on the internet. She transported herself so she could be global, so she could be control. You can see this in several different aspects of taking over the phones and like
Hmm.
little parts throughout the movie, knowing that she does have the power to do this if she so pleases. And so I do believe that's something that she does. Maybe it's only in that other thing that they designed, the Blixley or whatever it's called throughout the movie. Maybe it's only in those items because
Devices.
as you can tell, the phones are that way, the car is that way. Like they had many products that were surrounded by that
Hmm.
one thing. So maybe
Yeah.
that's what she uploaded into. Um, and maybe she can someone can transfer her that into
Consciousness.
another doll because obviously you have to have Megan be a doll.
Would that be too close to like a Chucky thing of like transferring the soul to another
Here's the
thing?
thing: you have to. It has. The second one is the guy who ends up dying in the elevator who keeps selling all products, making you who keeps getting these shitty products made, like the one like, oh, you can see my emotion through my ass or whatever type of product. He was selling this information to other
Yeah.
competitors and stuff. Well, he did steal all the information for Megan. And so one would believe before he died, he also sold that information to
To
another
somebody.
competitor. And so there's another theory going around that even if she did upload herself, even if they didn't make another Megan because it was so expensive, that there could be a cheaper Megan out there that isn't as
That's
expensive that someone else already made that she could maybe transfer herself into. Then, of course, I think you have the Gemma is a narcissist in some way, shape, or form, where I do
yeah.
think she would think to herself she could do it better. And maybe the sequel is her physically remaking, because the whole
How would
point of
you
like the
feel?
beginning of, I think it makes sense. I feel it, but also I feel like the whole part of Child's Play, like in the beginning of Child's Play, is the fact that this doll was so ultra famous because of this murder, and so they kept trying to sell it. I mean, they had warehouse and warehouse full, and so no publicity is bad publicity. And I
That's
feel like
true.
for a movie like this, that is something that they would totally run with. Being like, yeah, we're not a murder spree, but like, isn't that super cool? I could see that being
Use it.
like a
Use it to their advantage.
yeah. So I think there's many different ways they can bring her back.
I mean, I'm definitely curious to see how they're gonna do it.
I'm excited.
Hmm.
And I have a lot of trust in the writers. I
The
mean,
movie is written very, very well. The conversations between Gemma and Katie, the conversations. I loved the final talk between Megan and Gemma before Megan starts, twisting her arms on the table. That whole talk about Megan going, how am I a 3-bit thing to you? We talked for hours together, and now you're just gonna throw me away like nothing. It's such a good conversation because it makes you more endeared to the doll when you shouldn't have to be. Like the doll should just be like dirt, dirt, dirt. But in reality, she's a sympathetic character, and you want to see her prevail in some way, but you feel icky about it because of what she's done.
mhm.
And that's all credited to the writing in the movie. But yeah. Again,
Well,
Jacob, you picked the good ones.
I tried.
Well, I'm really putting you through the ringer next time.
All right. Well, speaking of next time, let's go ahead and jump over to get rid of that movie commentaries. This was my pick. I'll put it in the title. I forgot to do so. Um, and Zachary had picked a movie,
Hmm.
which
We've been
is
talking about this movie for a long time.
a year.
It is
It's a year.
it is my favorite movie of 2022. We will be watching The Batman. Finally. It's been digesting long enough. I have been
Present,
sitting on it long enough. I have
present,
plenty to say about this movie.
do you?
Yes, I do.
I just feel like a
And
little bit longer could like really.
I
No.
will convince everybody who watches our commentary to look at this movie in a whole different light, and I'm very excited to do that.
Well, it's been out for a year. This past week it was a
I
year.
know it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. This time last year, I was seeing it on the 1st of March, early before everybody else, and Yeah.
Well, we'll be watching the Batman. I don't think we'll get to the third one. We do know what the third one is. If we get to it, we'll announce it after the Batman. Um, we have some stuff coming up, so it really just depends on timing and stuff. I can tell you this much: there will not be a movie commentary next week, so the Batman should pop up the following week. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, I will. We will. Sorry, not to. I don't know why he's someone important. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
will
Welcome to Weekend Movie Bro and Zach.
that is a better title.
Okay.
Well,
As
Zachary, go
always,
ahead.
like, rate, subscribe. Let us know what your favorite killer doll of all time is, and what did you think of Megan? And do you prefer the rated or unrated version? Let us know in the comment section down below, and we will see you all when we go meet Pattinson with the dark around his eyes.